Music Access. In the coming week, what about doing this? Closing our ears to the groundless rumors that are passed on from person to person, and closing our mouth to any sort of talk about others, and just trusting your own experience, your feelings, and your results. Sometimes my own feelings are more important and more correct than words of advice from 10 people that you know. Did you ever experience that? I hope that this week will be a week for you to realize that it's more important to look within yourself rather than worrying about what others think. We're a lot better and a lot greater than that, right? Alright, the first song you heard today was Hung Up by Hot Shell Ray. And like I said, I think sometimes it's advices from your friends or your family is important, but trusting your own gut feelings, I think that's more important. And a lot of people, they tend to talk bad about people. People do that a lot, but I think it's important to stand your ground and trust your own opinion and your own experience on people, right? So go ahead and do that. All right, Sundays will be for us to wrap up the week by organizing our thoughts and jotting them down like we would in our journal or diary, and maybe writing a little thank you note or letter to a friend or people we were thankful for during the week. If you post up these messages and letters or journal entries on our message board, we'll introduce them for you every Sunday. Don't forget to write the title of our Sunday Corner, scribble, on your title when you post up your message. And here's how you can listen and participate. If you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com and you can listen and watch the program that is on air live. All you need to do is click on the banner that says Music Access, and that will take you to our homepage where you can leave your messages, song requests, and participate on our weekly corners on our message board. Also, you can listen through Arirang Jeju FM, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju-do Island. The frequencies are 88.7 MHz from Jeju City, 88.1 MHz for Seogwipo City, and 101.9 MHz from Daejeong area. And if you listen to us through a smartphone application and DMB, Ustream, TuneIn, etc., all you need to do is download Arirang Radio and you can use our services there. And you all have been sending some great song requests, so keep them coming by posting up message on our message board under the title Request. All right, let's listen to two songs before we come back with Scribble. Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj, requested by Anna from Japan, and Story of My Life by One Direction, requested by Emmy from Japan. Organizing our thoughts from the week through words, expressing our inner thoughts we could not say through written words, like a diary entry, like a letter, jotting things down, our Sunday Corner, Scribble. Our Sunday Corner, Scribble, is just that. This corner is for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance for you to be honest to yourself and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, and what was a proud moment, etc. from the past week. Share it with us by writing Scribble on your title. Alright, let's take a look at our first message from Satomi from Japan. Hello, DJ Moon. How is your day? My day is going great. How's yours, Satomi? I think since the season has been changing, it's time to change our outfit for it. I agree. In Japan, especially young ladies have strong interest towards the latest fashion trend. And sometimes I saw someone who does too much of that, though. Moon, do you think what kind of outfit is better for spring? Color, coordinate, shape? Tell us whatever you like. Thank you. With love, Satomi. Thank you very much, Satomi. That's a good question. And a lot of people have been changing their outfits because it's going from winter to summer. And I think summer fashion, I really enjoy it, especially summer and fall. I think it's just about right because during the summer, it gets too hot. Everybody, it gets too revealing. And during the winter, you have to wrap up too much. But during spring, you can kind of like dress freely. You can kind of dress whatever you like. And it's going to feel just right, right? And like I always say, for the ladies, I like the feminine look. So I like it when they wear like skirts and when they wear like white color like blouses and maybe like beige. I like that a lot. Yeah. Actually, to be honest, I don't really care too much about, what they wear. I think as long as it suits them, I think it's fine. And as long as you're confident with what you wear, I think it's fine. But what I don't like is when they like go too much, I guess. When they go too much like I guess like crazy goth look, stuff like that. I mean, I totally respect their own style, but for me personally, if I'm like friends with them or if like too much strong goth look, maybe I'm like, oh, that's too strong, maybe, but that's what I think. Maybe more feminine look, or like white color, more bright color to fit the spring colors, right? And for me too, I used to wear always like black. I used to love the black color since I was like really young. I think it's because I like rock music. But nowadays I wear a lot of different colors like navy, brown, beige, white. I think those bright colors are better, especially for spring. All right, Satomi, I'm sure that you're going to be a fashionista. Good luck with that. All right, we're going to listen to two songs before we move on. Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera, requested by Nana from Japan, and Wake Up by Hilary Duff, requested by Jenny from Malaysia. The songs you just listened to were Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera, requested by Nana from Japan, and Wake Up by Hilary Duff, requested by Jenny from Malaysia. And I'm Moon of the Royal Pirates, and you're listening to Music Access. The memorable events that happened to you this week, don't just go over them in your head, but try writing down your thoughts and feelings by jotting down your thoughts comfortably, just like you're doodling, right? Like I always do, like I always say. We're sharing your thoughts here on Sunday through Scribble Scribble. Okay, here's our next message from Nuha. From Morocco. Why do we want people around us to be flawless when we aren't perfect either? Great question. I think I'm giving up. I've been so picky about those I let close to me. I figured out that these people that I pick so carefully end up leaving really easily. Because I know that they're amazing. I just watch them leave and I wish the best for them. I feel like that quite often lately. I think that I've been lucky enough to be their friends for a few years and that we should have parted ways even before. I'm too passive. It's annoying. I've been so angry about every single thing someone close to me does. I've vented a lot about how selfish she is, yet she helped me a few times. When I was broken, I wish she would help. If I ever ask clumsily for her help and somehow she refuses to help, I feel even more broken. When she's not around, I wait for her. I worry when she's not okay, but I would never call her a friend because I don't like her whole. Honestly, she annoys me, but she's also a pillar for me. Have you ever had mixed feelings about someone? The thing is, I thought I would never be judgmental, but as I am growing up, I'm becoming more and more careful, and I can't help it. How do you work on yourself to be a better person? I wish I could be nice and cheerful around anyone around me. Wow, Nua, that's a deep question. Yes, it's true that we expect people to be flawless when we aren't perfect either, but I think the more and more you mature, I think you're going to be able to embrace people's flaws as well. And I think the flaws make people more attractive. It makes who they are. If everybody is perfect, then everybody's going to be the same, right? I mean, and nobody can be perfect either. It's just impossible. Everybody's going to have their flaws, but what we look at is, we just like them and accept them for who they are because we like who they are first, right? Before we hate parts of them, right? And I agree that as you grow up, you become more picky about who you keep close to. But I think that it's important to keep that balance. You can have that defense. Everybody has a defense system, and everybody's careful and everybody's afraid of getting hurt. So everybody has a defense mechanism. But we shouldn't, build that up too much. We should be able to open up to people more. And I think when we do that, at first you might not like someone and you might not let them in, but they might end up, being someone who's really helpful and someone who's really great, right? But at first you really like someone and they might end up being someone who could hurt you. So we got to give people chances. And, like people are judgmental. Like, you don't have to worry about being judgmental because I think people are judgmental just by nature. When we look at someone, we kind of judge. Oh, this person is confident. This person is funny. This person is that. This person is this. We could be judgmental. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but don't just be like, oh, this person is like this, so I'm not going to, hang out with them. I think, and when you open up, you got to be more open to getting hurt too. That's what makes us grow up and that's what makes us stronger, right? So, Nuha, I know that it's not hard. It's not hard to accept people. And your friend, well, I don't know why you hang out with her if you don't like her as a whole. And I don't know. And when people leave, I think it's important that you look within yourself first. It's like, how am I treating my friends? It's not really like, oh, what can they do for me? I want to rely on them. It's more like, oh, how am I behaving or how am I treating them? I think people treat you the way you treat them as well. So I think it's important that you look back on yourself. Okay? All right. I hope that helps, Nua. And good luck with relationships. It's not easy. Everything in life, everything professional is relationships as well. So because humans do it. We're only humans. So it's not easy. But, we try to be better people. So I know, Nuha, you can be better. And I know you will do great. All right. Thank you very much, Nuha, for your message. And we're going to listen to 2 songs before moving on with more. White Lies by Max Frost, requested by Gracelyn from Singapore, and All About That Bass by Megan Trainor, requested by Taeko from Japan. That was White Lies by Max Frost, requested by Gracelyn from Singapore, and All About That Bass by Megan Trainor, requested by Taeko from Japan. And you're listening to Music Access with me, Moon of RP. And next message is from Vivian Elvie from Germany. Hi, Moon. Can you change message time into massage time? Oh, that sounds so good. I need a good massage right now. So tired nowadays. I don't know why. Vivian says, my past few days were all about drawing in a meticulous manner. I was sitting hunched over for these illustrations, and now my neck doesn't feel at all like it should feel. Oh no. Stretching helped a little bit. Is good posture something you care about? Anyhow, the discomfort was worth it since I'm more than satisfied with the artwork. All right, Vivian, I'm worried about your hunched back. I don't really have a good posture myself, but it's really not good, I hear. But I don't really, act on it myself. But like as an artist myself, I totally understand. When you're like really into working, it's so easy to like let hours pass with that same posture. You just like draw your thing, and me, when I'm like working on my song, recording, I'm in that same posture, that uncomfortable posture. But I don't know why, but we don't really get up and like stretch ourselves and take like a 5-minute walk. It's really important, but it's easy not to do it, right? So the advice I could give you is something that I don't do as well. But while you're working, like every hour or so, get up and stretch. Go grab a glass of water to go take a walk. I wish I could do that too, but when you're focused, you just can't do it. And for me, I wish I had good posture. I don't think it's as bad as it could have been, but I think, yeah, I do that a lot too. When I'm working, I'm hunched back, and when I walk with a hunched back too. And people always tell me I gotta like stand more straight up, and I should, but it's hard to fix. These little habits are really hard to fix, right? But I think we should really care about it, because as we get older, these bad habits are gonna come back to haunt us, right? So Vivian, stretch out every now and then, and go get a breath of fresh air, and I think it's gonna help. Okay. All right, Vivian LV. I love to see your artwork and illustrations too. Yeah, I look forward to it. Can you show me? Okay. All right, thanks for your message, and we're gonna listen to 2 songs before moving on. Butterfly by 방탄소년단, requested by Ashadi from Sri Lanka, and Rain by Taeyeon, requested by Lin from Singapore. Butterfly by 방탄소년단, requested by Ashari from Sri Lanka, and Rain by Taeyeon, requested by Lynn from Singapore. All right, next message is from Grace from Canada. I've been feeling really down lately, and you and RP have always been able to make me smile. I just wanted to thank you guys for that. Aw, you're welcome, Grace. So I was wondering, is there a song you listen to when you're feeling down that helps you feel better? I just listen to a lot. Just listening to music itself, I think makes me feel better. Yeah. So when I feel down, I just listen to music itself, and I feel better. Even if it's a sad song or happy song, I just listen to it, and I'm in a completely different mood. And I'm glad that RP does that to you. All right. Thank you very much, Grace from Canada. And we're gonna listen to two songs before moving on. Lonely by N-Flying, requested by Yoko from Japan, and Without You by Royalpirates, requested by Celia from USA. All right, guys, it's already the end of the first hour, and right after a short break, we'll continue on with Scribble Scribble in the second hour, introducing your messages and thoughts. Okay, we'll come back with the second hour after this song, Sunburn by Muse, requested by Camille from the Philippines, and I'll be right back.
Music Access.
Our first song starting off the second hour of the show for Sunday, April 17th, was Lemon Tree by Fool's Garden, requested by Unita from Indonesia. And here's how you can listen and participate. If you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com and you can listen and watch the program that is on air live. All you need to do is click on the banner that says Music Access, and that will take you to our homepage where you can leave your messages, song requests, and participate on our weekly corners on our message board. Also, you can listen through Arirang Jeju FM, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju-do Island. The frequencies are 88.7 MHz from Jeju City, 88.1 MHz for Seogwipo City, and 101.9 MHz from Daejeong area. And if you listen to us through a smartphone application and DMB, Ustream, TuneIn, etc., all you need to do is download Arirang Radio and you can use our services there. All right, let's listen to two songs before we move on. Every Moment by Sam Ok, requested by Chikako from Japan, and My Moon and My Man by Feist, requested by Shihyun from Korea. All right, you just listened to Every Moment by Sam Ok, requested by Chikako from Japan, and My Moon, My Man by Feist, requested by Shihyun from Korea. And you're listening to the second hour of Music Access for Sunday. And we'll continue on with our Sunday corner, Scribble Scribble, in the second hour. During the weekend, we're going to spend some time introducing the messages and play some of the song requests that we weren't able to get to during the busy week. And it's going to be your messages filling up this corner, so feel free to just jot down whatever that's on your mind, okay? All right, next message is from Nika from the Philippines. Hello, Moon. Good day. This is Nika from Manila, Philippines. Thank you for accepting my application last Tuesday, April 5th, as one of your members of Music Access family. Yes, we did. I'm sending you again the poem Love Toxic, which I wrote last February 11th. Sorry if there's no moon on it, but I'll send another poem, which your name will be included. Oh, thank you very much, Nika. You're so thoughtful. All right, I hope you will like it and give positive and negative comments on it. Love Toxic. Okay, here it goes. I want to tell you something that I feel for you, that you and I are meant for each other, because you are my haru in my life, and I want to shout out to the world that I love you. Our love was too fast and dangerous because we are from different world. I was thinking sometimes that I want to let you go, but then again, without you, my life will be empty. When you're too far, I want to fly to you because you're always on my mind. Can we run away from this world and disappear? Or we could go to Seoul Hillbilly and be together. Did you want to see what I see from the future? We can start a new life in Seoul. You and I be together forever. And we can be happy. But sometimes you're drawing the line because of our differences. And I'm betting everything to show you how much I love you. Thank you and always take care. All right, Nika, I think that's a beautiful poem. I think it flew really well. Positive comments are, it flows really well. The story, you really made our song titles really fit in the story really well. But I just see that to give a negative comment, all I see is just two song titles that stood out. It's Haru and Seoul Hillbilly. I think it kind of like grammatically, it didn't really make sense there. But those are the only two lines because you are my Haru in my life, and we could go to Seoul Hillbilly. That outside of those two lines, I think it's perfect. I think the story, you could really imagine the story as you're reading it, and I think you have the potential to be a great poet. All right, and I'll be looking forward to more poems that you send later on with my name on it as well. All right, I'll look forward to that. All right, Nika, thank you very much for your poem and your message. And we're going to listen to two songs before moving on. Every Time, Every Day by Kim Jo-an featuring Jun K, requested by Narumi from Japan. And 기대해도 좋은 날 by Mamamoo. All right, we just listened to Every Time, Every Day by Kim Jo-an featuring Jun K, requested by Narumi from Japan. And 기대해도 좋은 날 by Mamamoo. And you're listening to Music Access with me, Moon of RP. All right, next message is from, sorry about that, I just hit the mic pole. All right, next message is from Gracelyn from Singapore. Happy Sunday, Moon Oppa. I had a lot to say before I started to write this message, but once I started writing it, my mind is blank. That tends to happen a lot to me as well. As I'm like talking about the messages that I read, I'm thinking, I'll say this next, but as I'm saying something else, I forget it. It's like, oh, what was I going to say? It happens. Don't worry about it. Do you have such a time when you want to write something, but you started writing and nothing comes out? Essays. Yeah, when I was back in school, when I had to write essays, always nothing came out. I was like, okay, let's start it. I write my name, Moon Kim, class, whatever, date, whatever. I write the title. It's a good title. And I start my paragraph. And I'll just like be sitting there for like hours. I'll be like, oh, what should I write about? And yeah, that's what happens when I write essays. I think for now, I want to ask you. I wanted to make a nickname between you and me, but I'm clueless on what nickname I should call you. Because nicknames like Mooney, Moon, Andrew, etc. are already taken by other Music Access family. Hehehe. Moon Oppa, what nickname do you think I can call you with? I think when I see you face to face one day, I will call you that nickname. Anyways, I will be waiting for your answer. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead. All right, Gracelyn, thank you for your message. And what nickname should you call me by? Gracelyn and Moonlin. Yeah, just add that Lin at the end of my name. How about that? Gracelyn and Moonlin. Just call me Moonlin when you see me later on. I don't know if you like that. It's just a thought. I just came up with it. But I hope you like it. I hope you call me by it later on, okay? If you like it. If you don't, you don't have to. All right, Gracelyn from Singapore. Thank you very much for your scribble message. Jian. All right, we're going to listen to two songs before we move on. 봄이 좋냐 by 10cm and 무지개 by Standing Egg featuring Yoondak, requested by Moonlight from Korea. That was 봄이 좋냐 by 10cm and 무지개 by Standing Egg featuring Yoondak, requested by Moonlight from Korea. All right, here's our next message from Ramona from USA. Hello, Moon. How has your day been so far? My day so far has been pretty good. How's your day, Ramona? Now, I'm doing something that I've been doing for the last month and a half, waiting in a dialysis center's lobby to be called in. I see. You see, my papa is now in his last stage of kidney disease. Oh, no. And I'm responsible to take him for his dialysis 2 times of the 3 times he needs to go for the treatment. I need to wait in the lobby until they connect him to the machine. And once he's ready, I'm called in, put on a yellow visitor's gown. I get a folding chair, sit next to him, and stay with him an hour or two, keeping him company. As for him, he needs to stay for at least 3 hours for treatment because I have to go to work. Now, my brother picks him up once he's done. He and I don't have much in common. He's not much of a talker. He's hard of hearing, so our conversations are not profound. Even so, I find comfort being there by his side. I hope I bring him comfort too. My papa, he suffered a mild heart attack last October and again in February, and his kidneys became worse. For a moment, I thought we were going to lose him. I thank God for allowing us to keep him for a little bit longer. He is currently stable and we are taking it day by day. There's reassurance in that. I should go and tell him I love him, huh? Ramona, I think definitely you should go tell him that you love him. And like our parents, everybody, we never know how life is going to turn out. We never know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? And we always say this, but something that we never keep everybody. But we should definitely tell the ones we love that we love them, and we should really treat them as it's like the last day we're gonna see them, right? Because we don't want to, after they're gone, we don't want to regret not doing certain things and not saying certain things to them, right? So we got to cherish that moment, and I'm sure, Ramona, this time right now with him will be really important for you because it's like he's not much of a talker, but you guys spend like two hours every day, and it's a time where you guys can really connect and bond. And I hope he gets better and he stays healthy later on, but you never know what's going to happen. So during this time, I think you guys should definitely talk a lot. Just be there for him. Tell him that you love him. Now, I'm sure that's going to make him feel so happy, right? And stress is one of the worst things that could happen for your body. And if you tell him that you love him, all this stress, all this pressure about being sick, I'm sure it's really, really stressful being sick. I'm sure it's going to relieve him from that. Yeah, show your love. I think he will really, really appreciate that. Okay, Ramona, I'm sorry you're going through a really hard times right now, but thank you for sharing that with us here at Music Access Family. Thank you, Ramona. And I wish your father gets better, okay? All right, and tell him you love him, for sure. Just go do it, okay? All right, we're going to listen to 2 songs before moving on with more. 다시 보기 by Keegan featuring 진실 and Hane, requested by Sanyar from China, and 멈춰진 by 2Elson featuring Kate, requested by Jisoo from Korea. That was 다시 보기 by Keegan featuring 진실 and Hane, requested by Sanyar from China, and 멈춰진 by 2Elson featuring Kate, requested by Jisoo from Korea. All right, next message is from Jia Chin from Malaysia. Hey Moon, how was your week? I was really busy and I couldn't tune into Music Access this week, but I still listened to the recorded ones after school. By the way, do you remember the durian cake? Of course I do. I went to this cafe and I saw them selling the cake. I was like, oh, so this is where they buy the cake for RP. And what makes me more amused is that the name of the cafe is called Moonlight Cake House. That's such a beautiful name. That's a cute name. The place is awesome as they sell coffee, tea, bread, pastries, and at a reasonable price. And I think they sell pizzas too. Oh my God, that's like the cafe of my dreams. They sell pizzas at a cafe. I was so excited, I swear I'm gonna bring you guys here one day. Hey, one day. Till then, don't be too excited to come to Malaysia again. Sending loves from Malaysia. All right, Jia Chin, I'll be looking forward to going to Malaysia for that Moonlight Cake House. Okay, thank you very much for your message. Okay, we're going to listen to 2 songs before moving on with more. Umbrella by Rihanna featuring Jay-Z, requested by Yayoi from Japan, and Cracks of My Broken Heart by Eric Bennett, requested by Kayo from Japan. And it's already time to say goodbye, guys. And the last song I'm going to play for you today is Yellow by Coldplay, requested by Margaret from the Philippines. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, so have a fantastic rest of the day. 안녕.